taken by madness.
People of the night, be prepared to witness madness at its purest form. Hello, I'm Brett, your host. Welcome to the Taken by Madness podcast. And I have a surprise for you. Yes, I do. I got co-host now, Mick Mortem. Welcome to the show.
Howdy, Brett. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Welcome back, psychos, for episode number 4 of the Taken by Madness, where I generally review classic films, indie films, extreme music, and extreme authors. We're going to be reviewing the first August Underground movie. So what's up?
Not too much. It's quite a week, of course. If you're American, this past weekend was wild card weekend. You had a lot of football teams trying to make it to playoffs. American football, of course. Definitely a wild game. Some games were unexpected, and other ones, they're pretty good. Like especially like that Lions and Rams game. Pretty competitive. I was kind of like edge of my seat because I have friends from Detroit. Of course, I'm from the LA area, but I'm not really a Rams fan or like an LA, sports team fan. Most likely the Kings. I mostly root for a lot of Minnesota teams. So, of course, I have a lot of friends from Detroit, or Michigan area. So, I was trying to root for the Lions, and it was pretty wild, man. Like shit, I thought I was kind of worried that there's gonna be a lot of bad calls, there's gonna be a little bit of controversy, but now it was a competitive game, and it was freaking awesome. The only thing I was surprised is that maybe your Packers against the Cowboys. That was fucking something. Like, holy shit!
I didn't know that was gonna happen.
Fired. Yeah, it's like wow, Then of course, the Bucks and the Eagles game, that was something crazy too, because the Philadelphia Eagles, they started the season 10-1, and then all of a sudden they kind of went to shit, and then they played Bucks, and wow, man, fuck,
they got killed.
Oh man, yeah, that was something. Yeah, definitely some coaching and staff, they're gonna get fired. And then of course, this weekend, we got the divisional games. That should be interesting. Bucks and Lions, your Packers versus the 49ers. Of course, that always seems like to be like a good rivalry during the playoffs. You got the Ravens and Titans, I believe, or shit, I forgot. I got to
because the Browns lost, didn't they?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they got beaten back too. Fuck, almost everyone got beaten back except the only game during the wild card, part is that what was competitive was the Rams and Lions. That was a lot of fun. Everything else, kind of blow out. Oh shit, you didn't expect that much of a kind of a not blow up, but I guess kind of a defeat. Or I don't know how you would say it.
Yeah,
but you're expecting a lot of games. If anything, maybe what was it? Kansas City and who they played?
Kansas City and who did they play?
Shit, it's not bugging my mind. All I remember is they were showing some clips of Patrick Mahomes. I guess was it Steelers?
Or was that?
No.
Was it the Steelers? I don't remember.
Oh yeah, it was Steelers. Yeah. Was it? Yeah. It was Steelers. Yeah, Steelers. Yeah. Yeah, but anyways, I just seen that clip of the highlight. Patrick Mahomes, I guess trying to make a run, and then he kind of clashes with that one dude, and a piece of his helmet kind of climb off.
Yeah.
Oh shit. But that was a pretty good game too. Of course, you got the NFL production team, having the camera on Taylor Swift and shit. And
I'm not.
It's whatever, I'm not a big fan, but at the same time, I don't give a shit. But it's whatever, man. I don't let it bother me that much, but whatever. But
it kind of bothers me, but that's me.
But this weekend, I'm excited. There are gonna be some good games. Strickland pieces. That's gonna be a good fight. Very interesting. Of course, Sean Strickland. He's kind of from around my area, Corona, California.
Oh, yes.
He's it's 30, 35 minutes away from La Puente. So, not that far from the Inland Empire. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, if he beats the Duplessis, it's gonna be freaking awesome. Of course, we all saw that fight against him at Duplessis and Robert Whitaker. I'm a huge fan of the Reaper. Never seen him get dominated like that. I'm like,
Hmm.
fuck. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Then of course, pretty soon we're gonna get the Royal Rumble. No, I'm pretty excited for it because
Yeah.
I'm hoping for a lot of surprises, dude.
Who do you think the black horse? What is the white horse? The underdog in the
Oh
Royal
yeah,
Rumble.
Black Horse. Yeah, the Black Horse or Dark Horse, Dark Horse.
Dark horse. That's what it is. Black
Yeah, who's
horse.
your Dark
Dark
Horse?
horse. It's a good question.
Yeah, well, if anything, I was hoping for Cody Rhodes to win it, so that way he could finish the story. But you
Yeah,
got CM Punk returning, like it would be
he
nice,
might
but oh yeah,
walks
like
past.
yeah, yeah,
Cross paths.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like around my neighborhood, we got a lot of people who have dog owners, they're barking or crying, and then my dog picks it up, and then he kind of tags along, and like, God damn
Yeah.
it.
I put the other one
All
in the
right.
kennel because they like
Yeah.
to fight a lot.
Oh wow, you got a kennel or
Just for one. Oh, one. It's like
right.
one dog. It's a cage.
Okay. Oh,
We
okay,
call
okay,
it
okay.
a kennel because I don't know
Oh.
why my wife doesn't like the word cage, but she doesn't.
Oh, because my thing kennel, I think kind of like in the farms where they put the,
Yeah,
the animals. Yeah. Like, oh shit, you got a, like you kind of, it made it sound like you had like a big backyard where you had all the animals and shit.
I wish.
But yeah,
That'd be
because
nice.
you're from the South Dakota area, so I would think that's kind of like farmland area or no.
Uh, there's a lot, but yeah,
No.
there's a lot in town too, actually.
Yeah, that's pretty much how Corona is too. Like pretty much like the Inland Empire, like yeah, like Ontario. Like it's definitely like a lot of farmland and shit. Yeah, like cause
Oh, are you up north then?
no, I'm here in Southern California, but I guess
Oh,
more like
southern.
I get yeah, it's SoCal, but like yeah, I guess you could say a little bit up north of SoCal
Yeah,
compared to like San Diego and shit
yeah.
or Orange County. So yeah, oh yeah, it's pretty nice. And of course, yeah, I woke up. I thought it was like 7 in the morning, and because like it's kind of a little bit gray. But then I looked at the clock and I saw your text, and I'm like, oh shit, like yeah, I
Well,
get it up.
I just wanted to get, I just wanted to
Yeah,
get going. So,
yeah, because I woke up this morning and I look outside, like, it's probably about 7 or 8. So I went back to bed. And then I heard your text, like, what the fuck? And then like yeah, you say whenever you're ready. Then I saw the time, like, oh shit, so it's like around 9 something. But
might as well
yeah.
go now, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I trying to hey, I was watching an Evil Death Trap because
Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie in a while. I was like, all right, cool, Yeah, because I've been watching a bunch of movies that I ordered, I'm trying to like catch up and shit. Yeah, like I finally got to watch Classic Blues. Yeah, that's an awesome
Oh, I
movie.
want to see that
Um,
too.
oh yeah, it's really good. That's something that we definitely gotta like
Yeah,
yeah,
we'll
do an
cover that.
episode on. Oh yeah, for sure. And let's see. I saw this other movie from it was from Wild Eye, Frankie and Blunderland. It's
Yeah.
it wasn't that great. I was expecting more. It kind of seemed like a movie that was made by friends, having fun. So I'll give them that. Then
Yeah.
there's another one called Gorgasm, but it's a different Gorgasm.
Oh, is it?
That one was all right. Yeah, it's not part of that Gore trilogy that Sick on Cinema Boys did. It was like a different
Oh, it's
kind,
not.
pretty much like it's kind of like set in a porno store or
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
porno shop, and like I guess some killer called the Thick Face Killer. He's like killing teens and horny people and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny, but it tries to be very offensive. Like I welcome that, but it's like
Yeah. You can
you
go too
can't.
far on that shit
It's
sometimes.
not. It's not so much like taking it too far. It's just like they try too hard, or
Oh, yeah.
it almost seems like they're throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks and shit. Like oh, okay, because there's like parts where I just like kind of roll my eyes and yeah, like I gotta get a second view. Probably I might like it because like there's some good stuff in there, but overall it's like yeah, come on, like you guys can do better than that. So
Trying to think of this movie.
no.
It's called, I don't know. I think it has Slingshot in it, but I don't, it's
Mm.
like a Cat 3 movie.
Oh,
Uh,
wow.
uh, Sick on Cinema, they were talking about, oh, I don't know if they reviewed that or was that, oh, what's that one podcast called?
Tell me something
Shoot.
wrong.
Yeah,
Show
I
me
think
something
they
wrong.
covered that.
Hmm.
Yes, that's it. How do
A
shoot.
recent one?
Huh? I don't know if it's
Was it?
recent, but it's
Oh,
Cat 3
oh, the
from
Cat 3, Cat
Japan.
3. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the Cat. Wait, wait. I don't think Japan has a Cat 3. That's
Or
China or Hong Kong.
China, sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry. Hong
I think
Kong.
more Hong Kong. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, wow.
Anyways,
I was thinking, yeah,
we'll
let's
have
just
to
move along, I guess. So I
we'll
guess,
have to review that.
yeah. But
I'll
this week's
I'll
episode, yeah, probably, yeah. So I need
uh
to, I guess. So this week's episode, it should be a good one. Of course, the controversial, divisive August Underground. Of
yep.
course, I'm not sure like how you heard about it. I guess if you want to talk about that.
You know what? I guess I just did some I didn't even research or yeah, I did research because I was like, hey, what's the filthiest underground film out there? Like
Mm,
just kind of came up with it on a Google search. It's pretty
okay.
popular and I couldn't find the DVD, so I had
And how long ago was
a
this?
4 years maybe.
Oh wow. Okay. So almost yeah, it was me. Yeah, probably like around 2004, 2000. I'm actually more like 2005, 2006. Like I was, I finally got a new computer, got internet, so it was awesome. Because in high school, like, we just used like AOL and like free trial shit, and
Yeah.
then also our computer wasn't that well, but yeah, it was definitely like a new experience in my life around time because I was probably like maybe like around my mid 20s. Yeah, and around the time, I always went to IMDb. I'm not sure
Yeah.
how I discovered IMDb, but back then they used to have the message boards, and I remember going there to. Okay, I think I was looking for Cannibal Holocaust, and it took
Oh,
me there
okay.
to IMDb, and then I ended up finding the message board, and a lot of the horror message boards, there's always a lot of people doing a post about what's the most disturbing or sickest film ever. And every time
Yeah.
I click on it, I try to look for some films, and a lot of people keep mentioning August Underground, and like I did search on it on IMDb, and then like reading some of the comments, there are some people who say, yeah, this movie's kind of fucked up. Other people saying like, nah, this is overrated, and other people were saying, yeah, this is fucked up. I'll never watch this again and shit. Because I think it had like a 3 or 4 star rating out of 10.
Oh,
But
yeah.
like, so I
Something
got,
like that.
so like, yeah, so like, yeah, I'm not sure because like, if it's worth checking it out. Because at the time, like, I was watching like a lot of movies that were considered like extreme or
Yeah.
fucked up, but it just kind
Yeah.
of disappointed. And then, yeah, I ended up one day, like, no, fuck it, well, because I ended up uh, probably like around well 6 or 7. That's when I started hearing about the toe tag message board,
Oh, yeah.
and since then, like, I read like a lot of stuff reading a lot of posts on Google, and do seems pretty cool. So like, fuck, I'll shell out the $25, and yeah, I ended up getting and then yeah, I ended up one day, like, no, fuck it, well, because I ended up uh probably like around well 6 or 7. That's when I started hearing about the toe tag message board,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, and since then, like, I read like a lot of stuff reading a lot of posts on Google, and do seems pretty cool. So like, fuck, I'll shell out the $25, and yeah, I ended up getting the first August Underground and under August Underground boredom, and it was definitely interesting. It definitely like made me view horror films or cinema in a different way, especially when it comes
Yeah.
to DIY underground low budget
Yeah.
films, because
Yeah.
you can say whatever about the movie, but I will admit that Fred did like kind of broke new ground.
Oh, yeah, he did. He pushed the
Yeah.
envelope,
Oh yeah,
or he
too, of
opened the
course.
envelope and read it.
All right, so yeah, of course, because we could talk about the movie, of course, that beginning, of course, that was definitely something that was like, it was definitely a gut punch and a real shocker, because like,
Uh, yeah.
yeah, cause it's just like gets right to it, man. Of course,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Get that.
we see the cameraman who I forgot his real name, but of course later on, it turns out he kind of like distances himself from the film. I'm not sure if Fred has ever came in contact with him, but yeah, we kind of see him like
Yeah.
videotaping himself pouring beer on the ground, and then we hear Fred like, "Hey, come here," and like
Yeah.
so he
I
follows
got something
Fred
special
down.
for you.
Yeah, That's why he follows him down to the basement, and then we just see the chick naked, all bloody up, tied up in the chair. And it's like, oh fuck, okay, things
Yep.
are serious.
All I gotta say is, where the hell is the nipple at? I know that's kind of a sadistic. Like, where the hell do they put that shit at?
Oh, you know what? I never thought about that. Yeah, yeah. Of course, we see this chick, like covered in shit and piss. Yeah, of course, she had
Bloodied
her
up.
nipple
Yep.
cut off, and like, yeah, probably like not sure how long she was there, but yeah, they pretty much fucked her up, dude. It is pretty
Uh,
wild.
yeah. He mentions that it's a child, family friend named Laura, and
Huh.
her boyfriend's in the tub, and he doesn't have a penis. They cut it off.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was another thing that was pretty wild. Of course,
Yeah.
yeah, like later on the film, yeah, the cameraman kind of like goes to the bathroom, and yeah, you see the boyfriend there in the tub, and
Yep.
then kind of like goes down the crotch area, and yeah, you see no dick, and like, oh shit, okay, wow,
I don't know why I'm laughing at that, but it's just kind of,
yeah, yeah, that was a pretty creative effect.
yeah.
But probably, that room probably had to be like very cold for his dick to shrink, so that way they could like put a little makeup effects and make it like a little stub.
I don't know how they would do that. I'm not a design
Yeah,
or special effects
yeah,
or
yeah,
anything.
everything guy. But yeah, of course, if anyone has ever seen the trailer, yeah, it was like because that trailer, that's another thing that will kind of like set you up of what to expect from this film.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause yeah, like when things kind of went like sort of the I forgot what the kind of effect is, but kind of like a negative, kind of black and white thing. Then of course you hear like the voice kind of distorting. Like,
Yeah.
oh shit, because if anything, when I saw the trailer, I was like, okay, maybe yeah, I'll like think about picking it up, and of course finally did. And
I never do watch the trailers. I just buy the
yeah,
movies and watch it usually.
no, cause it was me. It was like because like I was trying to look for the movie, and I'll try to see if there's any scenes on YouTube, and then that was the first thing that popped up. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this looks kind of interesting. But yeah, like yeah, that beginning it definitely started things off. Of course, later on, we just see a lot of hijinks and shit like that. Kind of see
Yeah.
them. You see Fred and the cameraman just like fucking around. Of course, there's a scene
Yeah.
where Fred is like jumping on the hay, and then they're going
Oh,
to places
what was
here and there. Yeah, and then later on they
that?
pick up the hitchhiker. Yeah.
I think that was before actually.
Hmm.
I just watched it actually. I finished it. Well, because this movie, I don't have a problem with the material, but like, it almost feels like there's something you're not supposed to watch.
Oh
Like,
yeah, definitely, definitely,
yeah,
definitely. That was the whole
it's got
point.
that
Yeah.
feeling.
Oh
But
yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah. That's the impression that everyone had made. Because like, yeah,
kind of gets you uncomfortable a little bit.
yeah,
I'm fine
I,
with it.
I would imagine how it would be, with the VHS copy, because like if you back
Yep.
then show it to someone, they'll probably think it's real.
Did I mention this was from 2001?
Oh,
Fred
okay,
Vogel?
I mentioned that. Yeah,
Yeah, I thought
yeah,
I did. I don't know if I did or not, but
yeah,
yeah.
the 2001 found footage film August Underground, directed by Fred Vogel.
Vogel. Is it Vogel or Vogel? I don't know. It's one of
Vogel,
them. I I just thought it was
Vogel. Okay,
Vogel,
you know
but
what,
maybe
Vogel?
not.
Yeah,
Maybe not. But yeah, I had my notes and it says out for a drive. $20 will get you far. And then the end the girl's barely breathing.
yeah.
The
That
hitchhiker.
was yeah. That scene. That kind of felt very real and raw, dude. Because like
Yeah, it
I
did.
used to, cause I used to remember seeing like videos like that where some guy will pick up some chick and then like pay her money, and like a lot of those amateur porn stuff like
Yep.
Bang Bros or Bang Bus and shit like that.
Yep.
So yeah, like yeah, in a way that scene it kind of made me a little bit uncomfortable because I was thinking that scene because like you saw what happened in the beginning, so it's like
Yep.
that chick is gonna probably like see the same face. But yeah, it's they're Fred and the guy, they're asking
What
her
is that
questions
guy's
and shit
name?
like that.
'Cause I think I messaged him actually.
Yeah. Oh wow.
What was it? I know what his real name is, but I don't know what. Oh,
Oh, the character name, yeah, because I think what we never knew the name of the character.
Michael Maggot. Michael
No, no,
Maggot,
no, no,
or
no. He's from the second one. Maggie's from
oh,
the
he's
second
from
one.
second.
Yeah,
Oh,
the one for the first one is a different guy. That
oh, he is.
yeah. It's a
Oh,
different guy.
you don't really see his face like once or twice or something.
Oh no,
If
you
you,
never do. You never do. Yeah, I
I
think that
think
was like the whole point.
I think you see him one time at least.
Nope, never
No,
do.
is that
Nope.
just a different guy then? Because
I'm guessing so. Yeah, yeah. Cause you never see it. Yeah,
I
you never
saw a
see it.
glimpse of him, but maybe not.
Yeah, no, you never see his face. Um, trying to remember what's the whole point of that. I guess it was mostly just to focus on the serial killer and shit. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I thought the maggot cut was of the first movies for the second one.
yeah. August Underground Mortem.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, never mind. And that's with the
yeah,
girlfriend too, right?
yeah. Christy. Yeah, yeah. That's when
Yeah.
on the second one. That's when like the toe tag crew like actually formed. Yeah, it was Fred, Christy, and Jeremy, and yeah, those three, and also his wife. Yeah, damn, forgot. Yeah, because I know she used to be not a reporter, but a journalist for a magazine. I think it was
Journals. Huh.
Ultraviolet. Yeah,
Oh, Ultraviolet.
yeah.
Oh, it's pretty cool.
I think it was, or Rue Morgue, one of them. Yeah, because that's how she met. Of course, she was in the second one. She was the one who was hanging upside down and got her throat slit. Yeah,
I
no,
just
that's
thought of
cool.
something.
Oh,
Uh, you know that movie I was thinking about?
oh yeah, with the cat three.
It's yeah, it's called Singapore Sling.
Oh, you know what? That's not a cat three.
I think is it? Huh?
No,
Thought
no,
it
I
was.
don't
Is
think
that?
so. Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Oh, it's a
Yeah, I
North
got it.
or
Okay. Now I remember her Fred's wife's name, Shelby. Shelby, yeah,
Shelby?
that's her
Oh,
name.
Shelby.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah,
remember
yeah,
that name.
yeah. Yeah, when yeah, yeah, after more August Underground Mortem, yeah, that's when like the formation of Who Tag pictures kind of formed. Yeah, was that Fred, Shelby, Christy, and Jeremy. Of course, Michael, Maggot kind of was supposed to be there, but kind of went into business for himself. Of course, we heard
Yeah.
about the Maggot cut.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I could understand some people's like problem with that.
Yeah.
But like hearing Fred some interviews, like the whole point is like the whole point of August Underground is that it's supposed to be like if you found a VHS tape on the ground,
Yeah.
picked it up, took it home, and then put it on, and then it's like, oh shit, like what the fuck am I watching? That's the whole feel supposed to be like. Like
You
like
you definitely feel it.
yeah, like I remember a while back, Spooky Sailor like doing covering on one of his YouTube channels, and
Yeah.
he was talking about like character development and shit, and it's like I don't think it's supposed to be like one of those films, like it's just supposed to be like a film that like if you
Um,
found it on somewhere
kind
and
of. They're definitely fucking laughing like lunatics though, or at least the camera guy was.
I wouldn't call that
They were
the
laughing
character
off
de-
of, huh?
I wouldn't call that the character development or something
Well,
like that.
maybe a little bit.
No,
Like,
like I said, it's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to have like a like what do you call it, like a not linear or no. I forgot what's called. It's not supposed to be like a traditional film where you have like a plot and all that shit.
yeah.
Like a third act. Well, actually, there was a third act, but
I
it's
mean,
very
yeah,
different.
there's not
Yeah,
really, but
but yeah, it's not supposed to be like a traditional film. It's supposed to be like a home movie. That's the point. It's like if you found a videotape from a serial killer, I doubt it's gonna be like all killing and shit and tearing
yeah.
people up, cutting their eyeballs or slitting their throats, cutting their tits off, their dicks and everything, or fucking them in the ass with a knife. And you're gonna see some personal stuff like him hanging around with friends, having a good
Oh, you
time,
got to.
probably videotaping his
They're
son's baseball game and shit. And then later on, you'll probably see something fucked up. You gotta look at it that
uh,
way.
yeah, it's a day in the life of a serial killer through and
Yeah.
through.
Yeah, we go back to the basement where we see the chick tied up, and then
Oh
Fred
yeah.
hitting the bathtub like cutting dude apart and shit. Then of course
I
he
don't know why I'm
cuts his
laughing now.
toes, and then yeah, like That scene, like you could smell it.
I bet.
I will admit
Well,
that, and like, cause I see you see Fred, he's all like
he's
naked
vomiting into
with
it.
an apron. Yeah, he's vomiting, and like, yeah. Then of course, we see him cut the toes and then put it in the chick's mouth and taped it, and like,
I think that
wow,
was tongue, actually.
Oh, the song? Okay.
Yeah, it was the tongue.
Oh, okay. I always thought it was the toast for some reason. But yeah, I just remember cutting something up and then putting it in her mouth. Like, wow.
I think he said, "Yeah,
Yeah,
this is your boyfriend's tongue" or something like that. That's one of my favorite scenes. I don't know why. It
oh,
is.
yeah. Yeah, that best tub scene is definitely something. Like, that's another thing that kind of makes the movie what it is and shit. Cause that scene was so raw. Like I said, you can smell it, you feel dirty watching it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely one of those scenes that's like, yeah, you kind of want to take a shower after.
And actually, this movie obviously 2001, so it doesn't look great. Yeah, it's not the best quality movie, but it gets the job
But
done pretty well.
no,
It's
it's the
supposed to be
purpose.
like that, probably,
Yeah,
right?
it's the purpose of it. Yeah, yeah, it's supposed to be like a found footage.
Yeah, you're
It's
not
supposed
going
to
to
be
get
like a
crystal clear murders or anything.
because yeah, like well, we gotta look back because I know that Fred wanted to make a zombie film, but he just didn't have the budget. I
Yeah,
forgot what it was supposed to be called, but yeah, I remember like a lot of people in the message boards always talking about it. Like, of course, the closest thing to a toe tag zombie film was the music video they did for Necrophagia, Roomwork Disciple. That's like the closest thing.
okay.
But other than that, like fuck, like we were really expecting that. Of course, we ended up getting August Underground Penance or Resident Towers. But yeah, like I'm
I would,
hoping he still has plan.
yeah.
I'm hoping he still has plans for it. I haven't heard anything yet. Like if I'm still interested. 'Cause I know he's
Oh,
doing a lot of Disney stuff, I believe, or
really?
or Amazon stuff. Yeah, yeah, because he's doing a lot of special effects now for Hollywood and shit.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm trying to remember because I know he just got a gig for a TV series. Shit, yeah, I gotta look that up. But
did you
yeah,
say
yeah,
that? Oh, did you say that he was a school teacher before this or something like that?
yeah. Well, the whole yeah, yeah, yeah. So, anyways, yeah, because he was trying to get people to like looking for the financiers to help him make the zombie film, but I guess he never had any luck. And around the time, yeah, he was a teacher for Tom Savini's special effects program over at the Art Institute in Pittsburgh. I believe that's what it was. And yeah, he had like some of the students they were talking about serial killers like Charles Manson, Richard Ramirez,
Yep.
Jeffrey Dahmer, and he kind of thought that was kind of fucked up. Like, why are these pieces of shit are being idolized and shit? Then of course, if you look at the horror community, we always root for like the antagonist. We're
Yep.
always with Friday the 13th or Jason
Yep.
Voorhees, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger and shit.
Pretty
And
much everybody.
yeah, these antagonists are getting glorified when really we should be hating them or fearing them. Yeah, kind of like in wrestling, you have your baby
Yeah.
face and you have the heel. The heel you're supposed to boom and shit. But of course, later on, the Attitude Era kind of changed all of that.
Yeah.
It's like the NWO and DX where it was cool to cheer for the heel. Or
Like
back then, it was kind of like a frown upon.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yep. Yeah, Fred
Where we
thought it's
at?
kind of fucked. Fred thought it was kind of fucked up that students, they're kind of like over obsessing or glorifying these serial killers. So he decided to make a
Yeah.
film where a serial killer is he's a piece of shit. Because the character he's not very charismatic. Where a lot of these serial
No.
killers, they were pretty like they have some sort of charisma, I guess, or like very approachable, I guess you could
Yeah.
say.
I don't know how he finds all these girls and later, you know.
Yeah, cause you hear stories about Ted Bundy. That dude
Yeah.
was like a smooth talker and shit. That's how he ended up finding these chicks and like of
A
course
handsome man,
yeah,
I guess.
he was a good looking
Apparently.
guy and shit.
I
Yeah,
mean, I'm not that, but
yeah. Of course, we heard the stories
apparently.
about him. Yeah, about him like putting on a cast and like Like if anyone ever seen the Silence of the Lambs, where Buffalo Bill,
Yeah.
he's kind of like has a castle or something like that. You know, he's trying to
Yeah.
put furniture in his van. Then of course that senator's daughter kind of sees him and I feel sorry for him. Yeah, you know that was based on Ted Bundy because that's what he did.
Was it?
Oh
I
yeah,
thought it
yeah, yeah,
was.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I thought it was Buffalo Bill, but no, is
No,
that
no,
the
no, no,
name
yeah,
of it?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Buffalo Bill, yeah, yeah, yeah. I was talking about like the scene in the Silence of the Lambs when Buffalo Bill, you know, he's
Oh,
kind of
that's
like
his name.
yeah, yeah, the killer. Yeah, when he's trying to put the furniture in the van, and then the senator's daughter help him out, and then he ends up kidnapping her. Yeah, that was based on Ted Bundy because that's what he would do. That's how he got his victims. But yeah,
So, where are we at? We're at the
yeah, the bathtub scene. Yeah, and then
I think
later on after that, we see more shenanigans. They
they're
go
at
to
this
some
cover band
yeah some
concert.
probably like a local band. They're covering
Yeah.
"Blind" by Corn. You know, you see them in the mosh pit. Then of course the fight breaks out. Then of course they get kicked
Is
out.
is that Fred Vogel right there? Is that him or is that somebody else? That guy that
No,
usually doing all the murder and stuff.
yeah, it's Fred. Yeah,
That's Fred? Oh
yeah,
man,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so different now.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to be have like what's his name? Henry Lee Lucas and the other guy. I forgot his name, but yeah, it's supposed to be based on that. Where like you have your alpha male and then you have your beta, and of course the beta he's
Yeah,
kind of like cheering on. Yeah, that's what the cameraman. That's kind of his character's kind of based on.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's mostly because it's supposed to be Fred or Peter Mountain, which I believe that was supposed to be the name of the main character. But
yeah,
yeah, you know, yeah, you know, we see them in like a local show. You know,
yeah.
they're in the
It
pit, and then all of a sudden,
just
yeah, a fight breaks out. Then they get kicked out.
reminds me
You
of
know,
the
yeah,
yeah,
you know,
reminds me of the
it's
good old days where you're out there and you just boys will be boys and we'll get into a fight and yell and
you
pussy
know,
shit out at each other.
definitely like you know, after watching that scene, you know, I kind of cause the thing is that here in LA, you know, there's a lot of characters here who probably done some shady shit and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And after seeing that, it's like fuck, you know, what if someone that you know who got in a fight with was you know a fucking killer and shit, you know, probably have someone in the basement like fucking cutting them up, pouring salt on them, just humiliating them. Probably has it on tape. It's like
yeah.
fuck, you know. So maybe next time we go to into the pit, like you know, like watch out who you fuck with. But yeah, you know, I'm trying to remember the what was like the behind the scenes stuff because yeah, you know, like
I never watch. I
uh,
have
um
the limited edition and I just
yeah, because Fred he does talk about it in the commentary. Yeah, cause I know they're like friends of his and shit, and then yeah,
I
like
watch yeah, I watched
he
the
got
movie, but I never watched the all the bonus stuff that they have. Should
oh yeah, you should
probably
definitely check it out. Yeah, you should
yeah,
definitely check it out. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, because like yeah, because I know I'm not sure. I think it was like probably the bouncer that he was friends with, and then of course they kind of like smarten him up. I guess they say like in the wrestling business. um, yeah, I guess yeah, and then they got some of the crowd to participate, and then
yeah,
yeah, like cause I was surprised. Yeah, I'm not sure if he went there and they say, okay, we're gonna do a scene. There's gonna be a
yeah.
brawl, and you know, like don't try to get involved and shit.
I don't know how they
Yeah,
worked that
cause
out
yeah, cause you don't want a work to end up becoming a shoot
because there's no
where
way
someone
hire. Yeah, there's no
yeah.
way he hired all those people just for that one scene. I
Oh
mean,
no,
he
no,
could have maybe, but I doubt
oh
it.
no, yeah, yeah, you just go there and party, yeah, you just smarten up the crowd, you know. But yeah, you know,
Mm.
that's yeah, it's definitely another scene that kind of like a lot of people have talked about. Yeah.
You know, there's some scenes that I don't get. I mean, it's a normal the life of where it was, but I don't get why they were at the slaughterhouse.
You know, yeah, okay, yeah. Just because, you know, that's like you know, death, I guess you could say. And of course,
I suppose. Yeah,
yeah.
I don't
You
get
know,
it
yeah,
because like there's
yeah,
not
yeah,
really
you'll
a
probably
part.
yeah, because I think Fred he knows someone who works at the slaughterhouse, so probably
Oh,
had access. Yeah, it's kind of like one of those things like whatever you have, use it. Which I think it was something I heard from Kevin Smith talk about, which I believe was in reference to Robert Rodriguez. Like when he made El Mariachi, he had
Hmm.
access to a bus and a turtle, so he ended up using that for his movie. So I guess it was, yeah, if you have access to stuff, yeah, might as well use it. Brad had access to Slaughterhouse, so yeah, why not?
I actually thought it was an interview, but maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Kind of
Now
seemed like
probably
it.
yeah, it's probably a tour, looking around, like why the fuck not, Because yeah, there are people like well, because I have an uncle in Mexico who also runs a slaughterhouse, and yeah, you see like a lot of grade school kids like walking around, just like looking
Yeah.
how thing is made and shit like that. So yeah, it's like one of those things.
Oh, here we
Yeah,
go
and also
again.
like
Dog.
yeah, and also looking at a thing, looking at a scene, I was kind of thinking about Last House on Dead End Street, because in the beginning of the film, yeah, there is a scene where
Never did
what's
see
his name,
that one.
Watkins, yeah, he's in like a slaughterhouse talking to some guy because he just got out of jail, and he's talking about making a movie and shit like that. But there's like a slaughterhouse scene in that one too.
I live
I want,
like, well, I don't know if they do slaughter anymore, but I live like 2 blocks away from a slaughterhouse. Well,
oh,
slaughterhouse. I don't know if how much slaughterhouse it was, but it smelled really bad all
I
the
was about to
time.
ask that. I'm about to ask that.
Yeah, but I don't know if they do it anymore because I
Oh,
haven't.
out of curiosity, when living next to a slaughterhouse, something like that, like were you able to get your house for cheap or anything like that?
No.
No.
I mean, South Dakota is
Oh.
pretty cheap in general, but
Okay, yeah. But like,
no. I mean, this is I rent this, so yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Uh,
But it is what it is, I guess. I don't care. You gotta live somewhere.
mhm. Oh yeah, I totally understand that. Yeah, you would think like someone would at least knock some prices down and shit like that. Because
You
like
would think
yeah, because the smell is like you would think you won't get a lot of people like who want to live there. So of course,
if
like
this
you
is
got like
more like a, I mean, it's a city, but it's like a country city. So,
mm,
you know, if it would be like a
uh,
city, maybe, yeah. I mean,
they're pretty wild.
you know what I mean. It's a city, but it's not really.
Oh, yeah, like a suburb, I guess you could say, or just
It's a,
a
it's just,
small town kind of a thing. Uh,
it's bigger than
like
that, but like, it's not like a, like, it's not like Detroit. It's like a,
uh,
there's still corn and shit all around us.
oh,
So it's like a country city kind of deal.
all right. So I guess moving along. Let's
Oh yeah,
see.
where are we at? We're at the,
We were just talking about
oh
the constant, the whole DY show. I'm getting kicked out.
yeah. I remember the next
Then of
scene I
course,
remember anyways. I don't know if you want to add anything after
oh
that,
yeah,
but
okay. Going back to the girl that they captured, of course later
yeah.
on in the film, yeah, she ends up dying. They go back to the
Oh,
basement, she's kinda got
she
down, and
died.
then they kind of wake her up, and yeah, we end up finding out she's dead. I'm like, oh shit, okay, there we goes.
I don't even remember
Like
that, but
wow.
I just
Yeah.
watched it and I don't even remember it, but
Yeah,
it
it
was
turns out they had, yeah, spoilers everyone, but yeah, the girl who was tied up in the
it's
chair, covered in shit and piss, and with her nipples cut off, yeah, she ended up dying. It's pretty crushing, like of course, like in that situation, like you weren't sure what's gonna happen. Yeah, it's pretty bleak, Fuck it. Pretty much yeah, this whole
yeah.
film is kind of bleak.
Well,
But yeah, then of course, the liquor store scene,
I
that
think we
one
missed a
that
scene actually.
oh
We missed
what?
the, oh,
What?
we could keep going. It's fine.
Okay, what
Because I was going to say the old lady with the
the
groceries.
grandma, okay, yeah, yes, okay, yeah. That was Fred's grandma, yes.
Yeah. Oh, it was?
Oh yeah,
Oh, it was
Susanna.
actually her. Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't know
that's
that.
how she was able to get her. Yeah, yeah, it's cool,
Oh,
man. Because like, I think it's Fred's mom is the one who got him into horror films, I believe, especially like a lot of the classics. So I would imagine that his grandma would be interested in participating in it.
yeah.
Of course, it wasn't anything like gory like anything like that, but yeah, it's
It could have been. Could have been brutal.
yeah. It was pretty simple. You just see them like filming this old lady, and then you see Fred approaching her to help her with her grocery bags, so take her
Yeah.
upstairs to her apartment. Then later on, we see, we just see the old lady on the floor dead, and like
Like stabbed
Fred,
her or
like
something.
fucking, yeah. And we just see, Fred, like mocking her and like fucking around, the dancers and shit like that. Like, hello, my honey, hello, my darling. Like, wow, okay, like, yeah,
You got
okay,
a
all
you got a beer
right.
in the fridge or something? Nah, she ain't
Yeah,
got
yeah. Did
shit.
they wait? What talking about
Yeah, he
again?
steals a beer. The
Okay, yeah,
cameraman steals a beer.
okay, yeah, yeah. Like wow, dude. Yeah, like when I saw that scene, I was thinking about Man Bites Dog because there is a scene where the documentary crew and the serial killer they go to some old lady's house and then like he ends up like screaming at her ear like very loud and she ends up having like a stroke or a heart attack and then like he then looks at the camera and says like yeah I knew I could do that because I look at her table and I see all this medication so I know she has a heart problem. That's why I
Yeah.
did that. And I'm like, oh shit, that's pretty fucking yeah. But when on goes on, yeah, he probably like stabbed her and
By the
yeah,
way, I think
like a little.
this is actually the first one is actually the tamest one of them all, I think. Anyways, my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. You could say tame, but it's still
It's
pretty
still
fucked up.
bleak, but like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah. Well,
I'm
what
just
kind of
saying
thing?
it's out of the all the three, it's kind of, you know, I mean it's bad. It's just I don't know how to describe it. It's just not the worst of the three. That's all.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. But there is definitely some scenes that kind of like I guess kind of overshadow like everything where it's like
Yeah.
yeah where because people see the one scene and it's like oh shit it's fucked up but then when you watch the other scenes it's like yeah okay but yeah because yeah those things that kind of all kind of like my first impression when I first saw it because like I was like oh shit like this is it like yeah I could get there were some scenes that are fucked up but at the end of the day I was like like this was everyone was talking about but then after the second viewing and hearing the commentary, I end up finding myself like loving the film even more and having respect for it, especially for
Yeah.
Fred. Like yeah, he did an amazing job. Like, because that's the thing. It's like, what was the plan for him to like make a very gory film or just like something like very unsettling and
Uh
fucked up? Because that's the thing. Like, you gotta ask.
yeah, because he could have
Because
made it. Ooh. He
yeah,
could have really
because
made it.
yeah, because dude was in the budget. Like he didn't
Yeah.
have that much. He was just trying to like you know he was trying to make a movie where he was hoping to make some money where he was able to finance his zombie film. And
Yeah.
at the same time, his students, glorifying serial killers. He wanted to do a movie where we would see a serial killer, like, a piece of shit,
Yeah.
like someone you can glorify, which of course, to me, it kind of feel like kind of backfired because a lot of
Yeah.
people are like,
Well,
like
a lot of people
the
take offense to shit that doesn't
the
need to be
the
offended.
character the character of Peter Malin, a lot of people, like fans of him now, they kind of see him as a Freddy Krueger or Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
Hence why we end up having two more sequels.
Speaking of indie, like do it yourselfers, you gotta shout out Box Creek Films. That guy's he's doing some shit, lights himself on fire and shit.
Oh
Jesus
yeah,
Christ. Yeah, we're gonna I think this that might be the no.
yeah. I still gotta pick it up, dude.
We're definitely gonna have to
Oh yeah,
interview him because he wants to, and he's
yeah.
kind of
Stephen
waiting.
Kishuk.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I've
Stephen
got them
Kishuk.
all.
Yeah, he's something
I
awesome,
just,
dude. Yeah, he's a
I
Californian guy
just,
too.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he's
think
from
he
the.
is.
Yeah, I think he's from the more of the San Diego area. Cause I know him and Johnson Doe, they kind of hang around the same area. So
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
they do. I wanted
yeah.
to interview him too, actually, but
Oh
maybe in the future, hopefully.
yeah, yeah, yeah. CMA seems a cool guy. I'll never forget him appearing the first time at the Sit on Cinema. I
Yeah,
remember like they were talking about fetish films, and he kind of like had this kind of a disapproval of it. And like when I first heard that, the first thing that came in was Jim Cornette when how he
yeah.
talked shit about the current product and shit. Like, goddamn indie wrestlers with their like cosplay wrestlers, the pajamas doing gymnastics. They're killing the business, motherfucker. Yeah, yeah, because like I thought he was gonna cut a promo on those guys. But yeah, it was cool. Goddamn Twinkle Toes Finger Bang Johnny Doe with his fetish gore. that's not real horror, or something like that. But I'm pretty sure they're cool.
Oh, it reminds me of my son. He's always going, "Al, hey, night." Yeah.
Goddamn Buckaroo Cucamonga kids, white
Oh my.
gardenia, cutting their fingers off. They're killing the business.
No, I don't think that's I don't think that's it, buddy.
Double cheeseburger was double cheese, double onion, double ale, mayo, motherfucker. Fuck up my order and I'll fucking kill you. Yeah, I'm not sure if you ever heard the Jim Cornette episode about Something to Wrestle. But yeah, there was a story
Oh
where
no, I didn't.
yeah, there was a story where Bruce Pritchard, for of course, if anyone was an old school wrestling fan during the 80s or 90s, he was Brother Love. But
Oh,
behind the
brother
scenes,
love. Okay.
yeah, but behind the scenes, he was a producer or a cameraman for a lot of the vignettes, the backstage stuff for
Oh,
WWF,
really?
WWE. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, he was telling the story, I guess, was him and Jim Cornette, like during yeah, it was probably like 94, 95, where they're traveling to the next town. So they stopped by a
Yeah.
Wendy's. And Jim Cornette, he goes to the speaker, the drive-through speaker, and he's like, I want a double cheeseburger with double cheese and double mayo, double onions. And don't fuck up my order or I'll fucking kill you. Of course, I could believe it because there's a video of him and the Dairy Queen video where like
Yeah.
they're coming back from a spot show. They go get something to eat. It's like a big order, but I guess the lady in the drive-through counter, like she thought it was like a prank or something like that. Of course, Jim and Jericho and like all the other wrestlers, they're like waiting in the van, like waiting for the food. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And of course, Jim comes out of the van, like, where's our fucking order? What do you mean this was a prank? Does this look like a prank van? We're fucking hungry. Yeah, and supposedly, then of course sticks his head out, and supposedly, Chris Candido and Sonny, they're inside ordering, and they kind of see Jim's head popping. Like, is that fucking Jim? Yeah, it's a funny story. Like, I believe Jericho, he mentions that in his book, his first book, Alliance Tale.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. But yeah,
I have.
yeah, that video is like circling everywhere. You could just go to YouTube and search for Jim Cornette Dairy Queen, and yeah, you'll see the video.
I remember. I have a wrestling memory actually. Uh, Me and my dad was security for WCW where Sting and Ric Flair was playing
Mm-hmm.
in Council Bluffs, I think. And we got backstage passes and we got to meet Sting and Ric Flair.
Oh, nice.
I
Oh
was like,
wow, Flair too?
huh?
And Flair too? Yeah, wow.
Yeah, they were both there, and yeah, we got to meet them. I was like
Okay. Oh, okay, okay.
12 or something like that.
So this is like around what, like 97, 98, or
Yeah, something like that.
okay, so like Flair, okay, around that time, yeah, Flair was probably lovable. So yeah, okay, okay. Because I was gonna ask if he was keeping it kayfabe or something like that, or like if he was still heel, but no, no, I think about that
I
time,
don't,
yeah, because
I
yeah,
don't
because at that
remember.
time the NWO was taking over it, so of course, yeah, the Horsemen were baby faces back then. So yeah.
Yeah, that was oof, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I
They're
never had
both
that
nice
experience.
guys.
Oh yeah, I would imagine. But of course, yeah, Sting, of course, he's having his last match on next month, or not, March for that Revolution. Him and Darby
Please.
versus the Young Bucks, the
Oh
Cucamonga
yeah,
Kids,
yeah, yeah.
the Buckaroos.
I need to,
Yeah, I'm
I
definitely gonna order that pay per view. Like
need to
I
figure
hate
out where. Sorry,
go on,
you go ahead. Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
need
was
to.
gonna say,
You go. Go for it.
yeah, I was gonna say because like the pay per views for eight, they were like $50, and yeah, but seeing this Sting's last match, yeah, I'll shell out for $50.
Speaking of pay-per-views, I was gonna say I need to find somewhere where I can watch UFC fights because I don't want to spend $60 or whatever.
Oh no, it's
Is
$80.
is Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
even
yeah,
better.
yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, man. But like you
I
was
could
like
go
to
to.
say that the Fires will get a good cut, but Dana
They're
is a
getting their
greedy
money.
motherfucker. He's a piece of shit, Michael's a business.
Eh,
Yeah, I like the guy because he's very like outspoken,
yeah,
but
he's
business
open.
wise, it's like yeah, like come on, like give your fighters a little
This
bit more, man.
Did he buy the slap fighting or something like that?
Slap fighting, he owns it. well, he started it. He didn't like buy it. He just started it, and of course, yeah, like I don't care for that much. Honestly, like
I don't
whatever.
care. I'll
Yeah,
watch it if it's free.
yeah, it's interesting, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like
It's like
I
you've
can't.
seen a slap once, you've seen a slap 5,000 times.
Something like that, yeah. But yeah, anywho, hopefully we didn't bore anyone or tune
Nah,
anyone out.
we're good.
I guess okay. So the grandma scene, yeah, definitely a fucked up scene. Of course, it's not gory, but it's still fucked up because like it's
Do
an old
show
lady.
they
It's
show
like
some
what?
blood,
Yeah,
but
but like it's like one of those things where it's like shit. What if it's your grandma and shit like that? It's kind of fucked up because like
I didn't
there's
know that
some.
was his grandma, so
Oh yeah. It's really cool, man. Cause like I believe he asked her grandma if she wants to be in it, and yeah, his grandma is like very very supportive. So it's always cool. Of course,
it's good.
I believe she passed away like a few years ago or around that time.
During
But yeah,
COVID?
no, probably before that, I believe. But
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, it was kind of heartbreaking to hear because yeah, like Fred has always like talked very highly about his grandma. So like fuck, when we heard the story about her passing away, it's like fuck.
yeah.
Of course, she's always gonna be part of the canon.
I like how he brought family members into it.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Something
yeah, yeah.
special.
I guess we'll could talk about the liquor store scene now, or
Oh yeah, he
okay,
fucked
yeah, yeah,
around
yeah,
with that Clark for a long time.
yeah. And there was something. There's also some behind the scenes stuff that's or I guess trivia you could say about the scene that I could get later. But yeah, anyways, yeah, we kind of see Fred and the cameraman and his friend, I guess you could say, or whatever you call the guy, going to a liquor store, and Fred is like fucking with the clerk and shit, and then, of course they're videotaping all the shenanigans and shit, and then of course
He opens a bag of
yeah,
chips, I think, and eats it.
yeah, he's eating in
Just
front of
because.
them, and then he hits the clerk with like a roll of a magazine, like a porno mag, I guess. Yeah, and then the clerk ends up kicking him out. And then later on, they go back, and that's when Fred stabs the clerk, and then we see two people there. I think it's a customer and a clerk there, like a stocking clerk
Eh,
there from the liquor store. And of course, both of them were Fred's cousins, I believe.
Oh yeah. Are they?
Yeah, or I think one of them is his brother,
Uh,
or no, they're either cousins. Yeah, the cousins.
Actually, I think they
Uh,
came in there 3 different times. Because he went to go
yeah.
buy a porno magazine and came
Okay,
back
there we
out
go.
because he slapped him. And then they
Yeah,
went back in and stabbed him.
yeah, yeah. And then after
The
that,
other
we find
guy.
out there's like two more people inside, and then of course, not a gory scene, but still fucked up. Where I guess Fred gets the chick and has her like
Yeah.
having her sniff the other guy's butt or something like that. Like sniff
Oh
his
yeah,
butt.
there's
Yeah,
there's
they're
two
just like
customers in
humiliating
there.
them. Yeah, yeah. I think one of them will be an employee, but yeah, yeah. It's
I thought
it's a fucked up scene because like
I don't I don't know. But
yeah.
yeah, it is kind
Yeah,
of fucked up.
yeah, because like it's not supposed to be gory, but it's supposed to be like very humiliating. It's like what the fuck, man? These guys are like fucked up. Like wow, like. But yeah, like cause, cause yeah, like I believe another inspiration for August Underground was a while back in the news. There was like a video coming out where some kids are in the car and they're shooting people with paint guns or BB guns or some shit like that. Just driving
Yeah.
around like and just shooting random people. And of course, that video ended up coming out. And yeah, it was kind of based on that. And of course, you kind of see that on Underground. Just a bunch of
Yeah.
motherfuckers like fucking around. Documenting their bullshit. For
Yeah.
whatever reason and shit. But yeah, that's how a lot of people were back in like the 90s, I guess you could say. Yeah, like just, we have our Beavis and Butthead. We have
Oh
like
yeah.
horror films or wrestling. Porn was like really popular back then.
Yeah,
Like
porn's so
yeah,
popular now. Kid you.
yeah. But it's a different thing now. But back then, like it was something else.
You have to get like magazines and shit almost. Like in the 90s,
Yeah.
mid 80s.
But anywho, yeah. Of course, we see them like dragging them, and then there's a scene where Fred hits the guy with the window or the door, glass door, where the
I know he hit him somewhere.
The fridge is at, yeah, like where the milk is at and all
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
hits him with it and busts them open, gives him some colors. Of course, that wasn't supposed to happen. He ended up paying for it like 800 or something like that. Yeah,
Really?
you know. Yeah,
So
yeah,
is
yeah,
that real
yeah.
blood then?
Oh yeah,
Or
yeah. I'll shoot blood. I'll
or
shoot
was
it.
it?
I'll just shoot or a
Damn.
botch. Yeah, of course. Yeah, because in the commentary, yeah, Fred, saying what's supposed to happen. Of course, he ended up having to pay for the glass door. He was freaked out because he thought he really fucked up his cousin, and he probably was gonna hear some shit from his aunt. But
Wow.
yeah. Yeah, then it's interesting because it makes me wonder, like, if it didn't happen, like what would he have used that money for? But yeah, I'm pretty sure it took a good chunk of the budget.
Oh, pay for that glass door right there.
Oh yeah. Pay like 800 or something like that.
That's a lot of money for a glass door.
Oh yeah, especially back in the early 2000s. Yeah,
So it's more now, I guarantee you.
yeah, yeah. You gotta remember that was just like a regular glass door. It's for the fridge, so you gotta make sure that shit's like all nice and cool and shit. So forth. I would think it'll be like a special glass or something like that. Yeah.
Probably double sided too, or double layered,
Oh yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah. But yeah, then of course, yeah, I guess later on, they leave the store, and then of course, when they drive off, you see a cop car, with the sirens on.
Yeah.
You're like, oh shit, are they finally getting caught? And then later on, the next scene, they're doing more bullshit. Like, oh shit, like what the fuck happened? And of course, yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know
during the
where they
film,
were.
yeah,
What was that
during,
place before the tattoo place?
they went to the miniature land or something like that, like Tiny
Oh.
USA, some shit like that.
They saw some instruments and oh yeah, they saw that miniature like flute and the miniature drums and shit like that.
Yeah, it was like a tiny town USA, something like
Yeah,
that.
I don't know what it
It's
is.
more
Well,
bullshit, but of course, like I said, it's supposed to be like a home video, home
wasn't
movie
it
and
like
shit.
a Amish country or something like that,
I believe so,
or
yeah,
something
because
like that?
it is Pennsylvania, and like a lot of Amish people are from that
Oh,
area.
oh, we have Amish here too,
Oh
actually.
yeah,
A lot.
I would think of other areas. Yeah. Kind of there's some in Ohio and probably like yeah, I would think that too. I know some. Yeah, 'cause I know some friends from Ohio. Like whenever they go to Detroit, they always pass by like the Amish country and shit like that.
Who's from Ohio? Do you know? Is Bones from Ohio?
I
No,
would
he's
think
from
so.
Oregon.
Yeah.
He's from Oregon. Sorry,
Oh, is he? Okay.
I
Yeah.
think
I would think.
someone's from Ohio. I think. Oh,
Yeah.
Goblin,
Oh no.
Goblin
Yeah,
these nuts,
yeah.
Goblin
Yeah.
these nuts. Shout out to you, homie.
Yeah. Of course, that's
We still
where.
have to. We still have to do that episode. Remember, I'm not. I'm not gonna let that down.
What episode you guys were you supposed to interview him or do a movie cover a movie?
No, cover two movies.
Which ones? Or I don't know. Fuck it. Yeah, keep it surprise.
There's some cannibal movies.
All right, cool. All right,
I
awesome.
think Eddie the Sleepwalker or something like that. Something else like I can't remember, but I'll have to get back to him. But I think both of them are on Tubi actually, so you
Then
can
we
watch
gotta
them.
tune in for that. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So, anyways,
Yeah.
yeah, let's see. Okay, anyways, going back to the liquor store scene after the cops chase him, Fred he ended up getting like a permit to shoot that scene, and I guess the cop asked him if there's anything he could do, and it's like, yeah, when we leave the liquor store, like just turn on the sirens and like follow us and shit like that, and yeah, that's how that scene ended up happening.
It's kind of weird they didn't actually follow him. Like at least pull him over.
Oh,
That'd be a nice touch to it, probably. But I
Oh
mean,
yeah, but I guess yeah, I'm not sure like what was the plan, but I guess yeah, Fred just asked the cop,
that could
yeah,
have
just
been.
turn
Yeah.
on your sirens, like that.
Ooh, I got a question for the end of the movie, but it's fine. Because I'm
Yeah.
interested, because I don't know what happened. I mean, we don't, but
Mhm. Yeah, like yeah, it would have been interesting, like, cause it's interesting because like what happened like when the cop pulled him over, or was
yeah,
he responding to another call? That was the thing.
Yeah, well, they were pretty close to. They were pulling out, and they
Yeah, yeah, it makes you wonder, like, did they go back to the liquor store and find the bodies, and then it's like, wow, was
someone
there
could have
later on manhunt? Yeah,
someone could have saw him on the outside of the gas station, I suppose.
yeah, it's
Called.
that late night, so
Yeah,
you never know, shit.
yeah. Some janky people out there, I'll tell
Yeah,
you that much.
it's definitely like something that you kind of want to think about. But yeah,
I think.
anywho, the tattoo scene, yeah, with the twin brothers. I believe
Face
those two
collector.
guys.
Face
Oh,
collector. Shout out to LLE.
yeah.
On the Evil.
Well, it's me. I got my little Stoner Doom jacket. Of course, Dr. Colossus, a
Oh
Stoner
yeah.
Doom band that
Hell
talks
yeah.
about Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like the shirt. It's similar to Sleep's Dope Smoker. Of course, you see Otto
Yeah.
and I think the Street
Yeah, yeah.
Freedoms.
Or if you see my, I don't know if I can even show this on YouTube, but up here, he's
Ah,
pulling a
fuck
guy's
him.
face off. It's kind of
That ain't
badass.
that bad.
Huh?
That
You don't
ain't
think it's
that
bad?
bad. We're good.
All right.
Nah. Very
All right. All right.
cartoony.
Oh, you never know.
Long as the blood's
I,
not red, I guess.
well, it's not like we're gonna get paid for this anyway, so
Yeah.
fuck it.
But anywho, is yeah, moving along. Yeah, of course later on we
uh,
see Fred getting a tattoo. Of course, there's twin brothers there.
was that
One
a
of them,
was that a comic store and a tattoo parlor?
I believe so. Yeah, actually, yeah. It was a comic store, but I forgot who owned it. But yeah, it was a comic
Uh,
store. Yeah. But
Twin
yeah.
Brothers, I think. I don't know.
Well, I was trying to think about the behind the scenes or the story
Oh,
behind it, like how Fred
right.
came to like shooting at a comic book store. But yeah. There was a comic book store where Fred's character is getting a tattoo, and they're just shooting the shit. Like yeah, like I said, this is supposed to be like a home movie. Like
Yeah.
it's pretty interesting and shit. And like I think it's the one scene where you guess get to know a character, but then
Yeah.
later on they
Well, yeah, they're all friendly and shit, and then
yeah,
all of a sudden, there they
they're
are
in the
again.
basement.
I
Yeah, they're in the basement tied
couldn't
up.
even tell that was the guy though. That's the thing. I didn't know that was the guy until like I was like, oh, it must be the guy, I guess. I don't know who else it'd be.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, the twin brothers, they were students of Fred's at the Tom Savini's class, and they end
Oh,
up being in the movie. And I think it's the same thing with the chick in the chair in the beginning. She was also a student too.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
most of these people. I don't even know the main actors usually, but I just watch and enjoy
Oh
and
yeah,
review
yeah,
usually.
you guys are, yeah, yeah. They're just like yeah, it's pretty interesting once you yeah if you ever get a chance to watch that second disc, which has the behind the scenes, I forgot what the name of the little documentary did, but
I
yeah,
actually
it's pretty
have
interesting.
actually it comes with a Blu-ray and a DVD, and I
Oh,
think the
it
new
should be in the
one.
special features. Yeah, it should be in the
I
special
think there's.
features.
I should have watched the extent the cut they had. And I don't.
Hmm.
I didn't watch it, but they had a special cut in the uh extras. I think I
Hmm.
don't know. I didn't look.
Oh yeah, there's some mixed ones. Yeah, come on the toe tag release that I got. Yeah, there's like those two discs on. One of them was the feature film, and the second one disc was like a documentary or a behind the scenes type of thing. Yeah.
Also, shout out to Toe Tag because I had these puppies in there because I could sync them up to my TV, and I had them at 100%. And when the toe tag came out, it fucking almost blew
Oh,
out my eardrums. And I was like, "Oh, this
oh,
is
okay.
fucking
That
sick
intro.
still,
Yeah. Oh
but
yeah.
kind of
Oh yeah.
hurts." But you guys did a pretty good job there, because that's what I like. I love death metal. I don't know if that's death metal, but it sounds like death metal, so I'm gonna say it's death metal.
Hmm.
And the graphics, uh, before the movie, before the pop-up screen or whatever you do.
Oh
They did
shit.
that.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
look, because on the August Underground the menu, it is pretty funny because you just see the camera shooting down the basement, and then you just see Fred's hip hop on like, what are you doing? What are you waiting for? Press play. And then
Oh
Goes
yeah.
out,
Yeah, it's the
they wait
same
for a
thing.
while. Oh, it does that too. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah,
And
'cause I
then
love
it
that.
says
That was
it presses play and then it redoes
yeah.
it.
I forgot who was talking about it, but yeah, they should make those menus like that again, dude.
Like House of a Thousand Corpses, yeah. Ah
You know,
shit, the bed.
I don't have the
Yeah.
DVD, but yeah, I would think so
You
too.
know.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you've never have you ever seen House of a
Oh, I
Thousand
see. Yeah,
Corpses?
I saw the theaters. Yeah, I saw the theaters.
Oh, you saw in theaters. Because in
Yeah,
the
but I
menu
didn't.
they got that special thing where
Yeah.
oh what's that Captain Spaulding
You know, oh,
saying
is
some
him?
shit in his
Sid Haig. Yeah.
chicken gas station chicken
Yeah.
whatever it's called.
Yeah, a
Chicken,
little
yeah,
shop or
whatever it's called.
yeah.
Something that
But
we
yeah.
have.
Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, moving along. Yeah,
Where
after
were we?
seeing Fred get tattooed, becoming friendly with these twins, we later on
Yeah.
cut to a scene where yeah, one of them's dead with his leg cut off, and the other one's like
Yeah.
tied to a chair. And that's where we're
He
introduced to the
gets
hammer.
he definitely gets assaulted. The guy in
Yeah.
the chair.
Oh yeah. It's a pretty fucked up scene because like yeah, you see his brother's dead with his foot cut off, which another little piece of trivia, yeah, the guy he's an actual amputee. I guess back when he was
Oh, he
little,
is.
he got into a little tractor accident and yeah, he fucked up his foot and they had to cut it off. So of course, when I guess Fred found that out, he kind of decided to use it, put a little makeup on it, to make it look like his foot was cut off, or they cut off his foot. That was a scene that I was kind of wondering how the fuck they did that. It never occurred to my mind that yeah, probably there was an amputee. But yeah, it was a good effect.
Could have done it, I guess, if you really wanted to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was definitely something that people would think it would be real. Like they actually cut the guy's foot off. But of course, that's pre-White Gardenia, I guess you could say. I'm not sure if Danny will ever cut his foot off. He did the finger, but yeah, I don't think he will go that far.
Well,
He,
you
he
never
did
know.
hammer his dick and
You go
balls,
crazy
but
for some money, I tell you that much. Do some shit. Like that
yeah,
girl, $20, get a Greyhound bus, travel wherever you want.
yeah. But I don't think White
Just,
Gardenia does it for money and shit.
maybe not. I don't know. We'll
Oh no,
see.
no,
We'll
no,
see.
no, no, no. They're very
Probably
artistic.
not.
They're very artsy people.
I know.
They're very artsy people. Yeah. But anywho, yeah,
I'm just kidding. I'm
yeah,
kidding around.
yeah. But anywho, of course, if anyone who's familiar with August Underground and Toe Tag, they're associated with the Hammer. Of course, that scene, that's
Yep.
when we're introduced to the Hammer, where
Yep.
Fred bashes the other twin brother in the head with the hammer, and of course, yeah, it's kind of became his thing, like with Freddy Krueger with the gloves,
Yeah.
Jason
Iconic.
with the machete. Yeah, 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 there you go, there
Iconic.
you go. Yeah.
Very iconic.
And when you think about Peter Malin or Fred Vogel, you think of the hammer.
Sure do.
Mhm.
Kind of wish they did more with the hammer, to be honest with you, but that's just
Later
me.
on, later in the sequels, yeah, he pretty much does.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Part of it.
true. I guess
Yeah,
that's true.
yeah. But yeah, it's a nice little prop. Of course, he was selling it, and wish
Yeah.
I had the money to get one of my own. But yeah.
Imagine if he actually had a budget, what that would actually be like. I
Oh,
mean,
definitely,
like,
yeah, yeah.
but like it had still had to be kind of like the VHS like vibe kind of things. I
Yeah,
don't know how they
the
would
part,
do it,
yeah,
but
the part, pretty much similar to what Johnson did with the Degenerates, where they kind of like kept on recording it over with the VHS tape, or they recorded it and put it on a VHS tape. Then that VHS tape, they recorded another VHS tape to make it very raw. And I think
huh,
they'll do something like that, where like they'll shoot it on digital and they'll probably do a little green screen so that way to make
yeah,
it look a little bit real. And then they'll transfer that digital to a VHS tape. Then
yeah.
that VHS tape will do it to another VHS tape.
Well,
And yeah,
I'm not saying don't.
I would think that's how they would do it if they
I'm
had
not.
the budget.
God damn. I'm not saying don't get the Blu-ray, but it's it's pretty good. I mean,
Oh wow.
it's not bad the quality. Yeah, I'm not saying don't get the Blu-ray, but I think DVD
Does
would
it
work just fine if you could get one. But Blu-ray's easier to get now, so might as well.
Oh, with the DVD, yeah. When I saw it
Yeah.
on DVD, it looked pretty good. With Blu-ray, yeah. Now it kind of makes me wonder, like, if you'll see shit here and there that you probably didn't see it with the DVD.
Not really. Not
Yeah,
really.
yeah. Cause I remember, yeah, cause I remember like I'm watching some shows where like when HD TV became a thing. Like
Oh,
I remember
like
watching this.
Comcast. What's that called? What was that thing you had to get a big ass thing and you could record all your TiVo or something like that?
Yeah, I could believe that's one of them. Yeah, T-Ball was one of them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, yeah, I remember like watching these shows that I used to watch when I was a little kid, and then when they become an HD, you start seeing these little things like strings and shit like that. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
shit. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, the scene with the twin brother, it is fucked up. Of course, if you have family, you could relate to it. But yeah, it's a pretty crazy scene. Definitely one of those iconic scenes. Of course, like I said, we're introduced to the
Yeah.
hammer, which is a huge fixture to those
Goddamn.
toe tag and the AU trilogy. Yeah, and then of course, more bullshit after that happened, or
Mm,
was then the final scene
no,
was
it
the
went straight
prostitutes,
to the
or
two. I don't know if they're whores or just friends,
yeah,
but
the prostitutes. Yeah, 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 yeah,
oh,
yeah.
they're probably
Yeah, yeah. Of course, I believe one of them is also a student of his class, and then the other one was a friend. Yeah,
that's
yeah, it's pretty
that's
wild.
that's unfortunate.
Of course, these aren't your what do you call it, top shelf prostitutes, your
Nah,
high end prostitutes. They're just like regular
nah, they're
chicks and shit
sag
like
as
that.
shit. They're pretty saggy.
But these
I
are
like
average
it's
chicks.
fine.
They're your average chicks. Of
It's
course,
fine.
like
Tits
of
are
course, I'm not.
tits. Who
Yeah,
cares?
I'm not sure like where the movie's supposed to take place, but yeah, it's like a rural, city and shit. Like these guys, like yeah, they don't. Yeah, you won't see these guys are the type who would afford like the type of prostitutes that Charlie Sheen
Uh,
will get in Two and a Half Men.
they're kind of.
Yeah,
I think they would be classified as white trash
yeah,
if there was a thing. They
yeah.
can't they can
So
afford that much. Of
yeah,
course
so
you.
like if you're thinking that this could be a movie where you see a lot of tits and you could jerk off to it, nah,
And if you're really
it's
into the
not
saggy
the type
shit,
of
you can.
film. But yeah, but
I'm
yeah,
not a,
you.
I'm not gonna limit you on what you want to jerk off to, but
But yeah, we kind of see them like the prostitutes to go to their house, and then they're just giving them lap dances and shit, and then they're just having fun. They're doing coke.
oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah, you know,
smoking a little weed.
yeah, it's a bit long, but at the same time, like I said, I can understand it's a home movie. You're supposed to view this as watching it like finding a VHS tape in the street and bringing it back home and putting it on. So of course you would expect something like that.
Yeah,
But yeah, yeah, But of course,
it's like a
then
POV too, actually, kind of out of one person at least.
oh yeah, the found footage. So of course it's gonna be
Yeah.
POV.
Oh, I guess that's true. Yes, that's true.
Yeah, and then of course yeah, they're having a little bit of sexy time, and then
A little bit sexy.
Fred takes one of the prostitutes downstairs, and then the cameraman he's with the other one. Then he decided to go downstairs to see what's going on, and that's when we see the hammer again, where yeah, Fred's like fucking the chick from behind, and then you just see him get the hammer and just like pa pa pa, and the other prostitute that's a friend, she freaks out, runs out of the house, and there's a chase happening, and then boom, the film kind of ends, the camera kind of shuts off,
I
and it's like
wonder.
wow,
I wonder if that girl was already dead though. After,
which one?
like, the one that
The
was
one
on the
who
chair. Yeah, when it getting pounded, I thought she was dead before. Like, you're just doing that because that white chick, at the end. Thought she was already dead,
oh
and
yeah.
he was just screwing her because he can.
Well, I'm guessing. Well, actually, looking back, I don't think like he was actually scoring her. He was from behind. It's almost like yeah, when he was, when he was fucking the prostitute from behind, that's when he got the hammer, and then like he was already in the process of hitting her in the head with the hammer. But yeah,
I
you know,
I think he already did that probably before
yeah,
it came down.
no, oh no, he was doing it. Yeah, he was hitting her with the hammer.
I know he was doing it on the back, but I didn't see the head or anything. I thought she was already dead and he was just fucking a corpse.
Oh. Yeah, yeah, I would have. Of course, yeah, necrophilia is part of the AU trilogy or the whole lore. Of course, we
I
find out
wonder
later
what
on the
happened.
second one.
Yeah, which we
But
will
yeah,
cover in the
yep.
next in the next one. But yeah,
But
that's a
yeah,
I thought I enjoyed that film.
yeah, of
Even though
course, in the commentary, Fred did point out something like if like because I guess a lot of people were asking if what happened to the second prostitute. Did she get away? Did she get murdered? You know,
I
we
got
never know.
I
And I
bet
guess
she
the thing
got
is,
murdered.
yeah, because that's the thing is like the timeline, I guess you could say, was this before mortem or after mortem? You can never know. Like it's
Uh
definitely one of those things. Like you would think it'll be
yeah,
before mortem, but
you
the
don't
way
know.
Fred
You
kind
just don't know.
of the way that Fred kind of pointed it out is like shit.
Could go anywhere.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
because we
he's a
never know.
serial killer, so it could be fucking 10 years from then, or 5 years or whatever
Yeah,
in the next movie year.
yeah, it's definitely one of those things because like how long have you guys been doing it, and if there's other footage, well, of course,
Yeah,
yeah,
they
we
don't.
never find out. But between the from the Fred and the cameraman, like
What is
is there
that
any
guy's
more
name? That
shit?
guy's that's bothering me. What was the
Yeah.
guy's name?
Like I
That
said,
really is
like yeah,
bothering.
he's credited, but he doesn't have
I
a name in the
am.
movie.
He doesn't.
I don't think they ever give him a name
What
for the
was his
movie.
name?
But yeah, well, that's the thing. They never what do you call it? Like they never say each other's name. They
Established
never.
it. Never established
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'm just curious of what his name actually was.
Yeah, you could probably find it on IMDb.
Oh, that's where I'm going right now. Uh,
Anywho. Yep. If you ever want to find out some shit, IMDb is definitely a perfect place for you guys to go to. Of course,
uh,
sadly, the message board is no longer there, but
is
it's
it?
still a good
It's
place.
not Peter Mountain, is it?
Peter Mountain, that's Fred Vogel's character.
Oh,
Yeah,
why can't I just freaking Deacon Kyle Dealman? I
that'll
don't
be
know.
yeah, that'll be his
Maybe.
shoot name. The cameraman, that's supposed to be his
Is that
character,
his
or
shooting
that's he's
name?
credited. Yeah, I
Is
guess
that
that's his
who
shoot
he's
name. Yeah,
credited?
yeah,
Let's,
that's probably it. Yeah, it sounds familiar. Sounds familiar.
uh, yeah, that's it. That's all he's credited for is that one movie.
Oh yeah, yeah, because later on that kind of distances themselves. But yeah, another lore about August Underground was that Fred Vogel, yeah, he was supposed to make VHS, sorry about that, VHS tapes of August Underground, like make many copies and like put them around town so people could find them and shit. But then
Yeah,
of course, the 9/11 attack happened, and of course you're like, yeah, yeah, fuck that.
that would have been a bad situation.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like yeah, it's definitely wild. But
Oh
luck.
yeah, it was 2001, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah. Yeah, because
seems
the
like
movie
it
was
was yesterday.
yeah, the movie was recorded around August of 2001, and then of course um
That's why it's called
probably
August
September.
Underground, probably.
Yep, but I'm not sure like when he started like made an official release. But of course, I know he probably
Uh,
sent it to
oh, I could have looked that up too, I guess.
magazines. But yeah,
Uh,
of course later on, probably in 2002, that's when it started like getting some attention because I know Ultra Violent magazine they kind of covered it. Rumor they're the ones who kind of tagged it as the sickest film ever made. And yeah, there was a lot of hype of it. Of course, it was a VHS release back then. Of course, the DVD will come like later on once I
yeah.
guess they established their website. But yeah, it's definitely a movie that's like it is very divisive. You got people praising it because of the extreme is fucked up. Other people hate it because it's fucked up, and then you got other people who are not fans of it because they think it's pretentious, boring. Like, what the fuck
Yeah.
is this? Which I could understand, but like you
Yeah.
gotta like I can remember
You gotta keep
explaining
an
to.
you gotta
Go on.
keep an open mind over this type of stuff. Anyways, I think it's
Yeah.
pretty cool how they did that. And
Mhm.
actually, if somebody saw me watch this like out from outside, probably think it was actually one of those snuff videos.
Oh yeah,
That's what you want to go for, but
I remember when I used to work at Sam's Club, I was showing this movie to a lot of coworkers, saying, yeah, they said the same thing. You should. Yeah, they were pretty much amazed, like, oh shit, like I can't believe this movie exists.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah. But yeah, like, cause I remember, yeah, cause I on the comment section on Spooky Cellular review of August Underground, yeah, I was trying to tell them that it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be, it's intended that way, where it's supposed to be like a home movie, where like it's something that you found something in the street, and
Hmm.
I could understand him saying like it's like a cop out, but like, the guy within the budget,
He doesn't like the movie. I don't
yeah,
think at all.
this is a guy who, I don't think he has any like camera work. He was supposed to be like a special effects artist, that's it. And he just wanted to make a movie with so that way he can finance his zombie film.
You gotta do what you gotta do, buddy.
Yeah. But yeah, I have been, yeah, like that movie ended up doing wonders for him, He ended up having his own company. He I'm pretty sure he got to travel the world, But of course, there was some controversy happening. Of course, we heard stories about him, getting arrested at the Canadian border. There was a story about someone who bought August Underground films from Australia, and he was put in prison, in which Fred had to travel there to defend the guy. But yeah, Then of course, with Mortem, you have the whole maggot controversy. It was him going
Yeah.
through business for himself, making the maggot cut, and of course the drama between him and Toe Tag. Yeah, it's pretty wild. But in the end of the day, it seems like everyone's all good and shit. But
Yeah.
that's pretty awesome to hear about.
Sometimes it doesn't end up like that.
And
Sometimes it's just a
like,
mess. Leave it.
yeah, I'm definitely excited to get the honors film release because I'm really excited. Like reading all the special features, like there's some interviews Fred did with Sever Cinema, Chris Severed. I believe he does an interview with him. He did an interview with some art from
Yeah.
Ultra Violin. And there's like other stuff there too. I believe Stephen Byro, of course, the owner of Honors Films, he does an
Great
interview with
dude.
Jeremy
Great
Cruz.
dude.
Yeah.
He's good.
He does an interview. Yeah. I definitely want to watch the interview with him and Jeremy Cruz because like Jeremy Cruz,
I
you don't hear that much about him.
want to
Usually when
interview that guy. That guy's
yeah, I believe he worked on
fantastic.
Black Panther.
Did he?
Yep.
The first one or the second one?
Yeah. The first one. Yeah, I
Wow,
believe
I didn't
he
know
kind
that.
of helped make the suit, I believe, or something like
Really?
that. Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh yeah. Then of course, well, I guess later on we could talk about like what the other Totaku had been up to, but yeah, like yeah, we could say that for I guess Mortem, but on
Oh yeah.
August Underground, the first one, of course we already know what happened to Fred Vogel, the cameraman. We never heard from them. Of course, yeah, like I said, Fred Vogel hasn't been in touch with him like for a while.
Yeah. Times
Yeah,
change.
yeah, because I think he thought they were gonna get really we're gonna get arrested because it was so fucked up.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's a fair
yeah.
assumption.
Well, another thing is that Fred Vogel, I guess after making August Underground, he ended up getting fired from the special effects program.
You never want to do horror again, or did he ever do? Has he ever done anymore?
The
Fred
last one
Vogel?
was the final interview.
Huh.
That was like the closest thing, yeah. But since then, he's mostly been doing a lot of special effects work.
Huh. It's pretty cool.
Hmm.
Good for him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Of course, yeah, they just recently put back the chop up. Totag.biz. That's if you're interested in getting the movie. That's where you guys
Yeah.
want to go. Yeah.
Or you could just go
Yeah.
to
Unearthed, yeah, or Grindhouse.
Grindhouse video. Yeah, Grindhouse
Yeah.
video. Why am I just drawing a blank on names? But
Uh,
yeah, the next episode is gonna be the next two on August Underground movies, which is Mortem
Mortem
and
and Penance.
Penance. Yep. That's what the next episode's gonna be, and that's gonna be what, 2 weeks? Or
Yeah, I guess whatever.
yeah,
Ready.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know about his thing about author interviews or music in depth kind of thing. But we'll figure that out there as we go, because I definitely need to do that too, especially music, because I haven't done one of those yet.
Mm.
So, any shout outs?
Just the typical guys. Sick on Cinema, which I'm guessing that's how we kind of met. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, for those guys, yeah, definitely shout out to John and Matt. So, great guys. If you haven't heard their podcast, Sick on Cinema, definitely check it out
Yeah.
on Spotify and Apple Music or Apple Podcasts or any streaming sites. For sure, Jonathan Doe, who does Cinema
Yeah.
Underbelly, which is a good if you're interested in getting into like more deeper underground films, that's definitely or the
Extreme, I'll
controversial
tell you that
stuff.
much.
Yeah, extreme stuff. Definitely check out his channel. He does have another channel called the Uneasy Terrain Explorers Club, which he not only interviews like horror directors, but he also interviews serial killers, or he interviewed a couple of serial killers. I know he interviewed Christy Canyon or someone, a porn star. It was a good interview too. Then of course Spooky Celluloid, of course, our Canadian margarine loving Canadian, those cute little dimples. Definitely shout out to him, and of course his heterosexual life mate Herschel Gillis, of course. Yeah,
At least I
Banana
think. I
Box
don't know.
Racing. Yeah,
I'm kidding.
yeah, definitely. If you're interested in getting into like I guess the fetish stuff, definitely hit up Banana Box Releasing. They have
Yep.
a Guso Milk and Terrible Meal, I believe, or Scornfest. Yeah, definitely.
I think
Herschel
we
has
got
all the fun
both.
stuff. Yeah, then
Shout out. Sorry for cutting you off.
go ahead, go ahead.
Shout out. Okay. Shout out to QVC, the
Mhm.
Quality Violent Cinema crew. Bones, Christian, and Goblin. These nuts, but he's just Goblin. They do the fetish stuff too. Uh, and shout out to Box Creek Films. He's got three of them motherfuckers out. They're pretty good. You better check them out and buy out. That's it. You gotta support the indie fam.
Goddamn fetish horror directors killing the business.
Anything else?
Severed Cinema for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything extreme, that's definitely a place to go to. Like
Yeah.
films, they also cover extreme music, a lot of horror, extreme books and comics too. They're doing another thing called short stories, something like that. I still gotta check that out, but it seemed pretty interesting too. Yeah, and
No,
of
there's
course I'll
someone else.
support all your boutique labels, Saren Films, Unearthed, let's see, Vinegar Syndrome, Synapse. Like yeah, those are
Necrostorm.
companies. Necrostorm, of course, yeah. Yeah, like of course we already mentioned Backstreet, and then yeah,
There's a bunch of
yeah.
there's a there's a lot. There's a lot out there. I can't remember, but
But yeah,
there's
if anyone's ever interested in more content like extreme cinema or underground films, yeah, definitely check out your QVC Quality Vine Cinema, your Sick on Cinema. Trying to remember some other stuff. Bones and Brews, they also do that too. Morbid Horror, they cover some stuff too. And then
Stephen Bloodworth.
oh
Shout
yeah, that's
out to
another
that
guy.
guy, huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And also
There's
another friend of mine's, Horror Wolf 666. He doesn't really he really doesn't cover like extreme stuff, but he does cover a lot of horror, and he does interviews with a lot of people like directors and actors.
oh
I know he did an interview with Mick um Mick Garris, who of course directed Sleepwalkers and did a lot of Stephen King stuff. That was a great interview. He also did an interview with the guy who did who plays Art the Clown from Terrifier. Yeah, that's a
Mhm.
great interview. Yeah, Horror Wolf 666. He's part of the Horseman of the Podcasting Apocalypse. Was him. Mike Hill, who plays in the band called Tombs, who has a podcast called Everything Went Black, and also a horror podcast called Necromaniacs, which he does with Jeff from the band ISIS, and another guy named Mike Scandato. I forgot what the name of the band he plays. But yeah, they cover some good stuff. Maybe not like your extreme stuff like a Serbian. Well, they did a
It's
review
a good movie too.
a Serbian film, but I can never find the episode. But yeah, they do cover a lot of good
Whoa,
and classic
it's
horror stuff
loud.
too. You know, it's definitely a good podcast to check out too.
Why did that get so loud? Of course, you got to check out your boy, Mick Mortem, on
Yep.
YouTube, right?
Yeah. I should be doing something pretty soon. I just gotta get everything set up and like do some tests and hope everything like works out fine. Cause I did buy some like wireless microphones, but it kind of sound like shit. I gotta figure that shit out.
Oh,
You
they
know?
do.
But
Oh,
yeah.
damn.
But yeah, you get on YouTube, it's called Graphic Nature, and then pretty soon probably do my own podcast too, similar to the effect of Rumorg, the Rumorg podcast. It's to be called Lock Your Doors. So I'm very excited for that. You know, yeah, 2024. You know, I'll be really excited to do some big stuff.
And of course, you can follow us on the new Instagram account that I don't know why I can't get into the other one, but it's called the real underscore taken by madness podcast on Instagram. And you can talk with us and hang with us at taken by madness podcast on Discord. Just join in the party, buddy. And that would be it for us today. And you have been taken by madness.